we don't have nothing, like there's nothing here. Take that 5 minutes, take that half an hour, take a full hour, take a full day. Sometimes we just run. We run every time. Like I'm probably be sitting down, they come and start funny, mommy, can I have a pound? No, it does not work like that. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? It's your girl Era here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are on the part 3 of the scarcity mindset, and I'm super excited because it's the final part, and then we will be moving on to the abundance mindset. So if you are not subscribed, or if you have not flipped on that notification, you better be thinking of doing that because you don't want to miss it. Abundance is so my thing. It's such a positive power, and I cannot wait to talk about it. Now, today I am going to look at ways that we can live a life that is free from the scarcity mindset. The first thing that I want to talk about is practicing gratitude. Gratitude is such a positive force that can impact the way we feel, the way we think. It's such a positive practice to have in our lives. You can think about 3 things. It could be 1 thing or 2 that you are very thankful for. It could be something like you being alive. That is 1 thing that is always in my 3. Okay, it's always in my 3, it's always in my 2. Or if I have nothing that, let's just say it's been a very tough week, I've always got that. The fact that you're alive, number 1. Oh yeah, that's obvious. Yes, it is obvious, but it's a big deal. Okay, so if you don't have anything, you think you don't have much, just be thankful for the fact that you're alive. Irrespective of what you're facing, think of other things, the support of family. Think of the fact that you've got a supportive partner, supportive friends, the fact that you've got a job. Whatever the job is, it might not be where you want to go. It might not be your ideal job, but you've got something and you're working towards it. So be thankful for that. It will set you on your path towards being free from the scarcity mindset. The next thing is to practice positive affirmations. I've talked about positive affirmations in my previous vlogs. They do set a tone for the day. Trust me. Even if you're having such a hectic day, even if you're having a rubbish day, whatever day you're having, think of positive affirmations. I deserve positive things. I deserve good things. I am capable. I am loved. All the things that you sometimes don't feel that you have, you want to say them. Positive. You're repeating them. You are confessing it upon yourself. There is power in words, which is why when somebody keeps telling you negative things all the time and you don't debunk it, eventually it almost feels like you begin to accept it. It's the same concept. If you say positive things over yourself over and over and over and over again, you start feeling it. You start believing in it. It becomes a part of you. And all of a sudden, you realize that you're actually walking in that path. Set realistic goals. Small steps, big wins. Goals are very important, but they need to align with your values and they need to be achievable and realistic. When you set goals, don't be too hard on yourself. So set goals that are big, that are massive, okay? So there's no need to dream small. Dream big. It's okay to do that. But make sure that you break these goals into smaller steps that are achievable. It allows you to celebrate those steps as you go. And when you celebrate, you give yourself a little bit of a reward for achieving something. It gives you a boost. It gives you the oomph. It gives you the encouragement to carry on. If it is vague and it's not very easily achievable, then you begin to get frustrated and you can't go anywhere. It's just those daily little steps that boost our lives. There's nothing to overthink here, okay? It's nothing over the top. It's just being easy on yourself, just certain things that are very practical to you. Choose your crowd. This is so important and I cannot stress enough. You need to spend time with people who have a similar mindset as you and people who encourage you or cheer you up towards your dream. People who inspire you even. You don't want to be with people who also have a scarcity mindset, because at the end of the day, it's going to affect you, whether you like it or not. It's just a matter of time. Be with people that you feel encouraged by, And also don't forget, as people are encouraging you, you also need to be there to encourage them and to support them the same way they do to you. There are people that you just can't share your dream with because they're just going to tear it down, literally, right there in front of your eyes. They might not do it in a very obvious way, but they'll just say a couple of negative things and you think, oh, actually, that's not very achievable. No, you need to find like-minded people to surround yourself with. Very important. At this moment, if you're getting any benefits from this video, then this is a time for you to like the video. Just click that like button. Learn and grow. Knowledge is power. There is no way you're going to make progress if you're not learning something. As they say, when we stop learning, we die. Every single day. We're learning consciously and unconsciously. But when you take a deliberate decision or a conscious effort to learn something new, you actually empower yourself, because knowledge is power and it will set you up for something greater. You might learn something today that you probably might not need it for the now, but tomorrow it will be the biggest value to you. Along the line and in my life, I have done a lot of things. I've tried so many different things. That is one thing that I'm actually known for. I like to try things. I'm just very curious, so to speak. So I have just done so many different things. And whilst I'm moving on in my career, I actually realized that most of the things that I have done has been so helpful to me. So yes, definitely do not be there for a very long time and not learn any new skill. It could just be anything. If you feel like you haven't studied for a while, you haven't acquired a skill for a while, maybe it's time to have a think and see. There's so much now online, free online courses. You can take short courses here and there. It would enrich you because you know that you have acquired knowledge. So that means you are abundant in that area. It's going to take you away from that scarcity mindset. Your journey, your peace. This is something that I have mentioned over and over again. When it comes to that, I have worked my way through it. My journey, my peace. I do not compare myself to people. I have said it, I will say it again, and I will say it again, because it's true. When you compare yourself to people, you actually lose your focus. It doesn't take away from those people. It doesn't add on to you. It can make you frustrated. Unnecessary envy and jealousy sets in. It will derail you from your path, where you're going. One thing that is becoming, or is increasingly becoming an issue, is that people have to compare themselves to virtual people. I put it that way, because when you look at somebody on social media, when you look at people that you don't even know, the reels and the highlights and the stories, they look beautiful. And as much as they look beautiful, yes, some of them are true, some of them are real, but not all of them are, okay? Some of them are actually staged. In fact, a lot of them are staged, because I know people personally who are nothing like what they portray on social media, but you'll be wowed what you see. It's nice, it's beautiful. If it makes them happy, great. I have no problem with that. But you don't compare yourself to them, because you have a different life. Your story is different. You don't compare yourself to your friends. Their story is different. Even twins should not be comparing, because everybody's life is unique. Your life is unique to you. Value it, appreciate it, and focus on you. Financial planning. This is money, and money really matters. So budgeting is key to help you in a way that derails you from a scarcity mindset. There are two things. There's some people who just believe that they are in the lack zone, no matter what, okay? Because they've probably had a lot of negative things and they just believe it. They've probably grown in a household where lack has been portrayed like, oh, this big banner in the house. In this house, we lack, like, we don't have nothing, like there's nothing here all the time. I have to say this, but some parents actually do this specifically to give their children an impression that they don't have, either because they don't want the children to bother them too much or something. It's okay to have open and honest communication with your children. In fact, if your child wants something and you think they can't have it, you should be able to explain to them that you can't have this now because of XYZ. Children who grow around parents who are constantly proclaiming and declaring that there's nothing here, unfortunately, some of them grow with a scarcity mindset. They don't have to work hard. It's been ingrained in them. It's been printed on their DNA, okay? Which is very sad. But also, you can get into the scarcity mindset if it's a financial scarcity because you truly don't have. So what are some of the ways that you can get yourself out of there? Budgeting is a big thing. There are so many tools that will help us to budget, but it has to be something that works for you, okay? There is nothing like I have too little to budget. Every little helps, and Tesco will tell you that. By the way, this is not an advert. One of the things that I have started doing of late is I've gone card free. Most people around Europe, especially in the Western world, in the UK, do not keep cash on them because you just keep touching. It's got, it's on your card. You don't need to keep cash. And it's great because it's easily manageable and things like that. So it's lovely. But over the time, I had to start analyzing my finances. And that is something that I've started taking seriously these days. I normally do the food shopping. My husband does it sometimes, but I usually do it. And I found that because I'm kind of tapping, you tap, you don't feel it, you don't see the money going. So it's just like going. And I realized that at the end of the month, I had things that were like fruits and vegetables going off. I have a whole vlog for that, okay? So that's coming up. It's part of my healthy life journal, which I'll be sharing with you. So I kind of thought, if I have fruits that are going off, that is waste. That is literally my money going. If you're chucking food in the bin, a bit of rotten vegetables, don't think that it's money. Think of it as money going into the bin. When you think of it like that, it's going to wake you up, honey. So I decided that when I get to the month, I take a certain amount of money that I need to shop. So I go into the shop with cash, and I'm beginning to do more weekly shopping. I find this is what is working for me. It's saving me money because I do the monthly bulk shopping, which is like my non-perishable things. So like my tea rolls, my soaps, and whatever, just the non-perishable things I need in the house. I'll buy enough to last me for a while. But then those mini shopping that I need, the top-ups, the milks, the bread, the veggies, the fruits, I just take a certain amount of money. It could be £10, that's it. And I go into the shops. It helps me to prioritize. I have realized that I am not getting things that I need because, come on, like ladies, men, whoever goes into the shop, you go in there, you find something that you actually realize, oh, I think I'm going to need that next week. So you buy it. But what happens is sometimes you don't get to use it next week. By next week, you probably have extra from the previous week. And then that's when things start going off. So I just buy what I need. And I have realized that I have saved a lot. So for me, that is it. Find a budget skill that works for you. Some people do monthly collections. If that works for you, that's fine. I don't do that at the minute. But taking small amounts of money and saving is great. I've started doing something with my children. I've told them that this Christmas, everything they're going to get is going to come out from the money they earn. So the money they earn from doing their housework. And I can tell you that is also working wonders. So they're very keen, and I feel like it's going to make them value the money. That is teaching them budgeting, the importance of respecting money and the fact that you have to earn it. So they're doing their little house chores, and yesterday Papa told me, oh mommy, I'm going to do 3 things to get money. So I said to them, you guys want to run me bankrupt. Like, don't start coming up with things to collect money. But yeah, it's great. But you're actually going to earn the money on certain things. You're not going to earn money on every single thing you do in the house. Like, I'm probably be sitting down, they come and start funny me, mommy, can I have £1? No, it does not work like that. So find the budgeting skills that work for you. You'll be amazed how much you're going to save. Every little helps. It doesn't matter. It could be putting down £10. It could be putting down $1. It could be putting down 2 CDs. It could be putting down however rupees, whatever, okay? Just put out a little amount, leave it, don't touch it, go back to it and see how much you actually make. I've talked a lot on that, haven't I? Okay, let's move on. The final thing, you need to practice mindfulness. Just mindfulness is that state of taking that time for yourself. Take a moment each day. I think it's so helpful. Sometimes we just run every time. And we sometimes forget to take a moment. We sometimes feel drained. It feels exhausting. It just doesn't give us any strength at all. Take the 5 minutes. If that's all you can take the half an hour. Take a full hour. Take a full day. If you can't afford it, just sit down and have the moment to yourself. Those moments without anybody, okay? Without the friends, without the family, without the children, without the partners, without the husbands, without the boyfriends, without the social media, without the distraction. Take that moment to yourself. Sit down, have a breath, have a drink. And when I say a drink, I don't mean the booze, okay? Just sit down, relax, enjoy and unwind. Take deep breaths and just be in that moment. Intentionally spending time with yourself just to rejuvenate and reviving yourself. I have shared with you about ways to live in an anti-scarcity mindset. What are some of the ways that you live to avoid the scarcity mindset that is such a leech? We need to kick it out of our lives. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. You have a lovely week, but guess what? You have a date with me for the Abundance Mindset series, and I've got so much more coming about health, quite a few interviews. I'm just super excited. I'm so excited. Share the videos to your family and friends. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have yourself a wonderful week. Adios. Bye-bye. If you feel this video has been useful to you, if you've learned one thing or two things or three things, if it's just something that has been helpful to you and you have not yet subscribed, this is the time to do so. Or if you have not flipped the notification bell, this is the time to do so, because it's just going to help you to find my videos again. Basically that. It's not going to take away anything from you, and it helps to grow my channel. Why not subscribe, click the like button and get notification on if you haven't done so.